All right, so now we're moving on to leg number 3, and this is something that has offered a lot of flexibility. We're talking your assets and your down payment. Typically, when you have struggling credit or when you have struggling debt to income ratio, this is the first leg that they look to strengthen. Okay, if you can put more of a down payment down, then they're willing to be flexible with some of these other legs. So they actually separate both assets and down payment on purpose because
Liquid and not liquid.
well,
Right?
liquid in the sense that, like, yes, you're going to be using this for your down payment, but they want to see things like, okay, well, if after this transaction you have nothing left in the bank, then the risk is too high.
Sure.
They may not lend
Dried
to
out,
you.
yeah.
Right. So your assets can include both what you're using for your down payment and your closing costs and reserves.
Okay.
So reserves are basically what you're going to have in the bank after that this transaction is done. And the purpose for those reserves is if you lost your job suddenly, something happened personally that affected your financial state, you have a backup to still continue to make payments for a certain amount of time. And it depends on how much that you put down and how much that you're asking for in a loan amount, but it can be anywhere from 2 months of your reserves to 6 months reserves. And I say months as far as your total housing payment. So principal, insurance, taxes, and your homeowners association, your interest, everything all in one. They want anywhere from either 2 months of that payment to 6 months in reserves, and you're not using that for your down payment.
And now again, that doesn't matter whether it's liquid or not, or does it have to be cash or maybe something more easily transferable like stocks or bonds or something?
No, that's a great question. Really, the only limitation is you're not allowed to just have cash in the mattress. So anything that you can document onto a statement.
Okay, so as far as and maybe talking more about assets, vehicles that are paid off, potentially you could liquidate. Artwork, jewelry,
Absolutely.
metal, or anything really that has any sort of value, right?
Absolutely. Those
Boats.
can be considered assets. They may not necessarily be allowed to be used as your down payment or even necessarily your reserves, but if they want certain assets.
But they're still going to want to see that, right? Like an asset statement of what it is that you have and what accounts for your value.
Those are items that basically make it look like your risk is that much less. So any of those types of things can help.
Okay.
Absolutely.
That's very detailed, right? I mean, we're getting really intricate here with the table of funding, which is great because it allows people to know what they're signing up for, exactly what they need to have, and it sets up a good stern. I see why you use the table now.
Yes, absolutely. It's very easy to just picture these 4 posts and say, okay, well, I've got these 3 handled. Now I need to work on the 4th.
Sure. Anything else that we need to talk about for assets and down payments that you think is?
I think that when you have a great broker that can help you guide your buyer,
always important.
That's basically where your key is, because this is like I said, the most flexible leg. So it's important to have someone that understands the industry to know how you can position.
Out of all 4, assets and down payment is the most flexible.
It is the most flexible. Yes.